why did you choose this topic specifically for your flagship project? Why was it that you wanted to speak about gang violence and youth and finding yourself in two sides? Why not any other problem that the Muslim community is facing?
So I've obviously done a few short films. I mean, I'm talking about like 5 to 10 minute kind of things, right? And then when we decided to make our first feature-length film, the brother that approached me for this film, he'd obviously come out of prison, and he's upon the deen as well now, alhamdulillah. And when he approached me, dealing with young people, road life, etc., is something that I've been involved with for the past 10, 12 years myself, like helping people leave that kind of lifestyle. So it's something that I'm heavily aware of myself. It's the people in and around my town, etc. I speak to them. I know them. Most of the roadmen, most of the kind of guys who are doing the shotting and all that, etc. They all know me. They have a relationship with me, etc. We talk, we speak, etc. So I'm very privy to that lifestyle. Then when he approached me and he said to me, let's make a film like this, I saw that this is a problem that is crazy, and sometimes you don't see it overtly in public because it's on Snapchat, it's on hidden away. Some people are how youngsters, for example, just gang signs, innocent young 14, 15-year-olds just doing gang signs. Why are they doing gang signs? You have to understand the psyche behind that, right? They're doing it because they look up to these elders, as they call them, on the block, who are broke as anything, but at the same time they're making noise, they're doing something, right? So ultimately speaking, I've always had a vision to drown that out, to basically try and take that away, take the image of that being glorified away, and to try and inspire young people to look up to good, positive role models. And then in the process of all of that, this brother, he approached me and he said, look, this is the lifestyle I've come from. This is why I want to make a film like this. And it just resonated with the path that I was going down anyway. I was always focused on this. And alhamdulillah, Tim, he has, a big awareness of this lifestyle as well, and he can maybe speak a little bit more about that. And then the brothers all around us, etc., who are writing the scripts, so myself and a few other brothers, we've been writing the scripts. Both those brothers have been involved in that life somewhat as well. So from that perspective, what we saw was that these brothers are going to help us to basically make that change, inshallah. Right? When we wrote the script, alhamdulillah, these brothers had so much input from the perspective of saying, should we say bruv or should we say fam? Should we say yo or should we say oi? Do you get it? Just small little things like that would allow us to basically connect with these young people. But ultimately speaking, the reason why we chose a film about drugs, gang violence and all that is because it's a problem that is on our streets and affecting our young people in a rate and in a way that we have never seen before. Everyone has a bit of road in them now. Everyone's got a little bit of road in them, sometimes appropriate, sometimes not appropriate. And the reality is that majority of it isn't appropriate, if we be honest with ourselves. And it's like your house is burning right now, but you're focused on how to fix the doormat. It's a problem that's in our face. And if we have the ability, the know-how, the cultural savviness to understand this problem and tackle it, then why don't we do it in a film and in a way that can relate with these young people? And ultimately, that's why we did it.
I think another good point to add to that is the factor of social media and how it can influence children or youth, as well as how people are around them, the people they keep around them. So like what Shoaib said, as children are growing up, and we've gone through that cycle of social media growing as we've got older. These children, they can get to the age of 12 if they've got it somehow. They can get on their phone, they can look at certain things, they can message certain people, they can watch YouTube videos or any video online, and they can become influenced by it and want to be like that specific lifestyle. So you can come from an area that's not even rough per se, or a household that's not even starving in terms of money or food, or you've got food on your plate, but you can go on a YouTube video and see how these people act and want to be like that, and then surround yourself with that similar people, and then you can get involved with these things. It's no longer about being from a certain postcode and being involved in gang violence. You can become easily influenced by online. So what me and Shoaib have said is that this is a way of fighting fire with fire. Making something that it reaches their level of expectation in terms of media and outlook in terms of what people are portraying themselves as on the film, but also to represent them and to show them that lifestyle and to combat what they think it is when it isn't that. Do you know what I'm saying? They feel that they can get all this money, women, drugs, gang violence, they think it's cool. But when you get into the real stuff and you start getting into problems, this is the reality of it. And that's what we're trying to do, is to show them reality of this life. We want to pull them away from any expectations of how it's supposed to be when it's not.